take your questions. John?
Sarah, one question that was unanswered today was some 359 members of the DACA program enlisted in the U.S. Army in 2016. Their tour of duty would run standard 4 years, I would assume, but their DACA status would only last 2 years. If there's no fix by Congress before March the 5th, do you know what will happen to those people? Will they become ineligible to remain in the military, or will there be special dispensation? Is that worked out?
We have confidence that Congress is going to step up and do their job. This is something that needs to be fixed legislatively, and we have confidence that they're going to do that, and we stand ready and willing to work with them in order to accomplish responsible immigration reform, and that would include DACA as certainly part of that process.
There are many Republicans who believe that getting something on the Republican side is not going to be easy, that the divisions that we see between the center and the right in the Republican Party will become only deeper. What gives you confidence in this?
With all due respect, I don't think the American people elected Congress to do things that were easy. They elected them to make a government that works, to work properly, and to work for American people, and that's their job. And if they can't do it, then they need to get out of the way and let somebody else who can take on a heavy lift and get things accomplished. Major?
Sarah, in the context of DACA as a piece of legislation, would the President be willing to sign only something that addresses that, or would it also need to have components of the RAISE Act? Would there need to be funding for the border wall? Or would he be willing to sign something that simply addresses DACA legislatively?
The President wants to see responsible immigration reform, and he wants that to be part of it. But again, we can't take just a one-piece fix. We've got to do an overall immigration reform that's responsible and, frankly, that's lawful, and that's what the President wants to see Congress do.
What will be the priorities for him in a comprehensive reform package? Would it be DACA, and what else?
And certainly to control the border, to improve vetting and immigration security, enforce our laws, and do things that protect American workers.
Let me ask you a question on North Korea. In the President's mind, is it an option to simply contain a North Korea that possesses nuclear weapons?
Certainly the priority of the administration is to have denuclearization of the Korean Peninsula, and it's also to protect American citizens. But certainly the priority would be that. Phil?
Sarah, you're talking about a comprehensive immigration fix from Congress in a span of 6 months, and much to the President's frustration, Congress hasn't been able to really do much at all this year. What gives him confidence that they're going to be able to act on immigration? Has he spoken to any congressional leaders since making this DACA decision?
He's spoken to a number of leaders, but hopefully, as you guys all know, they just came back from a 3-week vacation. I think that they should be rested and ready to take on some big challenges that America faces.
Why put the fate of the lives of 800,000?
Because it's Congress's job to legislate. It's not the President's job to create law. It's not. It's Congress's job to create legislation. I think that's something we all learned in 8th grade civics. I know I certainly did, and I think that every member of Congress should know that that is their duty, and we're asking them to fulfill it. It's pretty simple. I think that the American people elected them to do it. And again, if they can't, then they should get out of the way and let somebody else take their job that can actually get something